The meeting was interrupted by security, but the damage was done. My coworkers looked at me differently now. My boss suggested I take more time off to deal with personal issues. The whispers followed me through the halls. I cleaned out my desk that afternoon. Another job lost to her interference. Another piece of my life she'd successfully destroyed. The anger that had been simmering for weeks finally boiled over, but I didn't confront her, didn't scream or rage or give her the reaction she wanted. Instead, I did something she didn't expect. I started rebuilding faster than she could tear down. I found a new job within 3 days. Nothing fancy, just data entry at a small accounting firm downtown. The pay was less, but they didn't ask questions about my sudden availability. My mother discovered where I worked within a week. This time, she didn't pretend to be a client. She stood outside the building every morning, holding a sign that read, "My son abandoned me." She wore the same black dress every day, like she was in mourning. Coworkers started asking questions. I kept my head down and entered through the back door. Jessica helped me find a studio apartment across town. The landlord, an older man named Sebastian, didn't require references, just first month's rent and a security deposit. I used some of the money from the hidden accounts. My mother found that address too. She started leaving things on my doorstep. Not flowers anymore. Baby shoes, my old report cards, a tooth I'd lost when I was 7, preserved in a tiny plastic box. Each item came with a note written in her perfect handwriting, describing the memory attached to it. The manipulation was evolving, becoming more targeted. I changed my phone number. Within hours, she was calling my new job, asking for me. When they wouldn't transfer her, she'd call back pretending to be different people. A doctor with urgent test results, a lawyer with inheritance news, the IRS investigating fraud. The receptionist started screening all my calls. My father and I had progressed to phone conversations. His voice was nothing like I'd imagined. Soft, careful, like he was afraid of scaring me away. He lived 2 states over, had remarried, had 2 daughters, my half-sisters, teenagers who knew about me, who'd grown up knowing they had a brother somewhere their father couldn't reach. During our 3rd call, I heard a click on the line, then breathing, then my mother's voice, small and broken. She'd somehow accessed my work phone remotely. The IT department found spyware on my computer the next day. She'd been monitoring everything, every email, every search, every keystroke. I had to tell my father we couldn't talk anymore. Not yet. Not until I figured out how to cut her access completely. He understood. Said he'd waited 14 years. He could wait longer. The resignation in his voice broke something in me. My mother's tactics shifted again. She stopped the public displays. No more signs, no more doorstep deliveries, no more phone calls. The silence was worse than the harassment. I knew she was planning something. Jessica noticed it too. The calm before the storm, she called it. We varied my routines even more. Different routes to work, random coffee shops, never the same grocery store twice. It felt like being hunted by someone who knew me better than I knew myself. Then came the letters to my neighbors. Professional-looking envelopes with typed addresses. Inside, a letter expressing concern about the mentally unstable man who'd just moved into the building. My mother included a photo of me, lists of fictional warning signs to watch for, a number to call if they noticed erratic behavior. My elderly neighbor across the hall stopped making eye contact. The couple downstairs started double-locking their door when I walked by. Even Sebastian looked at me differently when I paid the next month's rent. I showed him the letter, explained the situation. He listened, then shrugged. Said family drama wasn't his business as long as the rent came on time, but I could see the doubt in his eyes. The seed had been planted. Work became my only refuge, until she found a way to poison that too.